Read a smile behind my mask. How long will it last? Stimulus going fast. Government won't act. How long will this be going on?
Aloha, this is Skye, your Soulful Progressive with FNN-Feminist News Network, that feminist news that's right for you. Welcome to Skye in the Avapui room at night. Alright, giving you that soulful news you need, yes indeed. And if you haven't told a friend to like and subscribe and get that soulful news the Black History way, you better let them know they can get it today. I know that's right. So what is it I want to talk to you about today? What is really going on? Medea Benjamin. And what do I have to say about Cold Pink's Medea Benjamin? Well, let me tell you, it seems like I've been looking for Medea Benjamin everywhere. You know, because I knew that this new Secretary of State, that they done got this Alec Birkin, or whatever his name is. All I know is that he should be with the GCC under war crimes. He is like a younger version of what's that old man's name? Hillary and all them tried to bring back. You know, I know his name. That tried to bring back and build back up like he was a political star when really he was a horrible, horrible warmonger. Kissinger. This guy is heading in that same direction by wanting to attack brown nations during COVID. Not just Iran, but Venezuela. And they want to get a hold of Venezuela to rape them of all their natural resources and destroy one of the last of the strongest black-ran governments in South America. Because Guaido ain't even elected anymore. They voted him out. They primaried him. But they still want to call him the leader. That's wrong. That's very wrong. So, we're going to take a look at what Medea Benjamin said on the Hill and then discuss. Because this is what's really going on, people. I've been looking for her to say something on this ever since he got into office and this or not. But it seems like a lot of media don't want to talk to her. I have not even seen her on Democracy Now! So you worried about people being monetized or unmonetized? You worried about people being demonetized? Well, people like Medea Benjamin ain't getting on the media at all. I was lucky to catch this because I've been out there looking for it, even if it was in print. And I'm glad that the Hill asked her for her opinion. So we're going to see it now. All right, let's take a look, and then we're going to lay it down and discuss. I know that's right. All right, let's talk about it.
And it is just this incredible cycle that we're in, where a few big corporations get very wealthy out of continuing wars. I came out of the Vietnam War days, and I saw then how my government lies, and you can't believe what they say, and you can't allow your government to convince you that people thousands of miles away that never did anything to you are your enemy, and you have the right to go into their countries and kill them. And so that has stayed with me for all of these years, and I've seen the devastating effects of U.S. policy. I was in all of these places where the U.S. has been intervening, and when you see the real victims of these policies, it's not just some abstract thing anymore of statistics, it's real people. And I feel disgusted about how my country has acted in the world. And even the way Joe Biden now talks about the U.S. has to regain its place at the head of the table. I mean, what is that? They say if the U.S. is not at the head of the table, there's going to be chaos. Well, with the U.S. at the head of the table, there has been chaos. And so we have to get beyond that whole mindset that the U.S. somehow has moral authority and even the ability to control things around the world, and go into a new mindset where we sit at a round table, we discuss these issues all together, we come up with global solutions, we use the United Nations, we stop any kind of unilateral interventions, and we lift these devastating sanctions that are another form of war that are affecting the lives of 80 million people in Iran, that are keeping people from getting food and medicines in Venezuela, that are starving people in places around the world. This is the system that we have ourselves in right now that we really have to unwind to go from a war economy to a peace economy.
I know you heard that. Those sanctions are ruining those countries. The poor aren't getting, the rich are doing well, of course. The Guardos are still, they're being backed by America. I'm quite sure they're getting a check. But the poor are suffering, not getting medication, not getting food. Vice News and Blumenthal had went down there. Aaron Mate told you the real deal. Abby Martin told you the real deal about what's going on in Venezuela. They just had one of the, and they have them often, they just had another election where Maduro did win. His people voted him in. But you have propagandists that are warmongers that want to get a hold of this better grade of oil that Venezuela had. America has crude. Crude is dirty oil. Crude is dirty oil. Venezuela's got good stuff. I know that's right. I used to use Vaseline in my car, and so did NASCAR Tom Petty. Now, don't let me get deep. But what I'm talking about is, it's the wrong strategy. And for them to go after these countries, to put down these sanctions during the pandemic, they should at least lift these sanctions. But instead, they're out to devastate a country of brown people and people of color in Iran, South America, and elsewhere in Afghanistan. They don't want to withdraw the troops. We need love. We need peace. We don't need drones and wars. We need to heal from this pandemic. We need to help our own country and work for our own people and use the same vigor that you use for the hate against the brown legislation of Venezuela and the people that have a different point of view and want to use different money in Iran. And bring it back home. Turn that energy around and turn it into love and enact that act that comes from Social Security to bring forth Medicare for all. You don't hear Bernie talk about that. And if you want to force the vote on something, this is something to force the vote on. To try to get Medicare for all. It just seems that when they're talking more war and not de-escalation, not participation as a community, but talk as if like Biden would say, we got to be at the head of the... No, make it a round table, just like they did King Arthur. Make it a round table so everybody can be involved. Because America is not as strong as it is because we got people dying of a pandemic that isn't working, that has fell into a depression. Build America up. Don't think we need another world war to get out of a depression. comments below and let me know at FeministNewsN@gmail.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and the page, because we got to get over this pandemic. What are they doing if they try to put us in a war and we're still sick and dying? Just think about that, and you're going to send soldiers over into it, and they can just catch all new kind of variances and bring them back. Like they're maybe not doing that now. Maybe they are. I got that rant of the day on blogging. I'm that Soulful Progress One on Twitter. I do have PayPal me, Feminist News Network. You can also email me at FeministNewsN@gmail.com if you want to hook up and donate through the Venmo. Thanks in advance. But we got to remember, we got to understand that in this era of hate, we got to participate, because if we don't, Biden just might lead America in more devastation than we think. We don't want to be put in a position where you feel the only job you can get is being a soldier going over to another country to catch and bring back home to America more of this COVID, and we haven't cured anybody yet. We haven't stopped this across the world yet. This is a global pandemic. So everybody needs to calm down and be down and sit down and not clam. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Peace.
See the smile behind my mask, how long will it last? Stimulus going fast, government won't act, how long will this be going on? I'm standing here in line.